Hi there, it's Pascal here. So in this video, I'm gonna respond to a question that I think might benefit you if you're looking to start a business online. Now, I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm just in a quiet area of Hilton Hotel, and I just feel like I don't get a lot of distractions while I'm trying to record this video for you because I'm actually charging the new car that I bought. If you've been following me, you will realize I just bought a new Tesla. So one of the charging points is Hilton Supercharger. That's what it's called, and it's in Hilton. So I'm just here while the car is charging. Um, I thought I'd just respond to this question that I am reading now. So it came from someone that has seen my video online, thinking of how starting their own business online, trying to figure out how to make decisions to actually change their life. Now I'm gonna read the question and I'll explain. It's two questions. I hope you find that interesting. So the first one is, how much is expected of me to pay before I'm allowed to join the training? And the second question is, I'm super excited to learn the way forward, but the money is also the challenge. It's a lot of money to pay for the training you are yet to about to which is about to get to wouldn't without even knowing what to expect. So he's saying is there's a lot of money to be paid, and basically he doesn't know exactly what he's gonna expect even if he pays the money. And I can guarantee you there are so many people who are literally in this sort of position when it comes to making a decision to move forward in their business. Now I'm just gonna share a little story with you. I hope it helps you. Now, the first thing I want you to understand is there's two friends. There's two friends. Um, they did this marathon that they run in London, and at the end of that marathon, they normally share pizza. At the end of the marathon, they give away free pizza. Free pizza. It's free, but you have to complete the marathon for you to be able to enjoy the pizza. Now it's half marathon. Now they both ran the marathon. They both finished. So when it came to collecting the pizza, one of them, the queue, like the queue of the people to collect the pizza was really long, and one said, "Look at the queue. We can't wait. Let's just leave this pizza and go." And the other one said, "Free pizza, man. This is free pizza. The queue is only gonna take about 10 minutes and we get a pizza." So I said, "The queue's long. Come on, man. Let's go." And that's the end of the story. Now, what I want to share with you here is how does this relate to this question? One person amongst the two friends, one person was seeing the problem, which was the line, the queue. He couldn't endure it, the patience to be there. And the other person was seeing the victory, the celebration, which is the pizza, the enjoyment. So if you follow me, I always talk about you become a book that I read that helped me said you become what you think about. What is the first person thinking? Is thinking the problem, the line, the queue. That's what he can see. Whereas the other person is seeing the free pizza. As in, imagine the pizza going into his mouth, how it will feel for him. Now, let's come down to this question. How much is expected of me if I'm allowed to join to the training? Now, most people, when they look to start a business online, they get heavily focused. This is where the problem is. Heavily focused on how much they're going to spend. They forget what they will get at the end of when their business is up and running successfully, how much in return they will get. They don't think about what they think about right now in this moment is, and guess what? They could spend the entire life on. I spent more than 7 years on that line in this school, thinking how is this training? What is am I going to get? How much is it gonna cost me? I can tell you, I'm gonna share with you something that I used to help myself overcome, because it's not just this once. This is it. Remember, you become what you think about. If you don't change the way you think about something, it might show up in a different form in your life, but it's still the same pattern. You're always focusing on the problem rather than the glory, rather than the victory. When I was This is how I break this. It's a decision. It comes from the Bible. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. When I was about to make a decision like this, now I don't really know exactly what I'm gonna get when I sign up for a training, or when I buy a shoe, whether it's gonna fit me, or when I buy the car, whether it's gonna be suitable for me. There's only one way to figure out to make that decision, is to imagine what your future life will be and make the decision from that point, looking backwards, rather than you trying to make the decision in your current situation. Let me explain that. When you ask this question, how much is expected of me, you are thinking about your bank account, the balance, what you have, your job, other things around you now, trying to make your decision from that point. You will never get ahead in life doing that way. I'm telling you that right now. You gotta stop doing that. You have to literally go to the future. Imagination. Think about, if I ask myself, Pascal, you're building 100,000 a month business. What would you do? I don't have $100,000 a month right now, but I ask myself, what would you do if this is the problem in front of you? There's a $2,000 to engage in a conference or something. What would you do? If you're making $100,000 a month in your business, what would you do now? There's only always one answer: to pay for it, regardless of what your circumstances are. You gotta lean. It causes you to lean into your fear. Then you do that again and again and again and again. Let's move to the second question. I'm super excited to learn the way forward. One means brother, but money is always a challenge. It's a lot of money to pay for the training, but you don't know what. So when you're trying to start a business online, you're trying to change your life, you need to understand that you're going to an unknown territory, something you've not done before. So what you really want to understand is the only thing that gets people going, human being by nature, is faith. Faith is the ability to call upon something that is not as if it was already here. So again, it's the same principle. You go by faith, trust. I always tell people to model. Look at somebody that has the kind of life you have. If you want to be a medical doctor, look at their life. That's exactly. Find out the school they went to, how they wrote the exams, how they read, things that they did. Model that. You will get a mentor. That's what it is. That's what it simply means. You get yourself a mentor. So it's not about, you're not gonna understand where the path is going, but what you need to do is to trust in the coach, trust in the mentor, and that's why Stuart is one of the best when it comes to teaching people how to get started online. He's the one mentoring me. I model, I copy, do my best. I got it a lot now. The car is almost fully charged, so I have to start going in there now. Yeah, it's about 90% charged, so which is all right. So um, model the person and do your best as much as you can, and be humble. You require humility to learn it. So I hope this gives you insight. Now I need you to understand this. You are going to be making not just this one decision, hundreds more. Use the same formula, because what will currently happen is it will begin to reprogram your mind, reframe the way you think, and gradually, the more you stay connected to your future self, which is what is in your imagination, the more you start to create the habits of that person, the pattern, the lifestyle, how they wake up. Don't worry about the money. The money will always follow that person, because you're creating a successful habit. It's just like a secret. It's so obvious, but sometimes trying to explain it is so difficult. That's why Robert Kiyosaki said it's difficult to explain to somebody who values a job why I don't need one, because I will fail to clarify myself. So there's no point. I think it has to come within you, because when I came to this country, I believed I should be in a certain place, but I wasn't there. So there's a lot of belief I have in myself. So if you lack self-confidence, belief in yourself, that's where you need to start with. It's not this, although there's some things that come with these questions. You gotta need some insight, but that's what the training is there for. That's what the training is there. The training is there for you to, as you start going through the training, you start implementing, then all these little doubts creeping in you will start to vanish one by one. Then you begin to see a clear path until you can see the light ahead of you. But for people succeeding online, it's the future. I can't tell you how many people who are succeeding with this training that I'm recommending for you. It's something that I'm super excited about and I'm happy to share with you. If you want to educate yourself, learn how to sell products online. It's going to come down to your ability to make these critical decisions as you move forward. I hope you find some value out of it. Take care and I'll see you on the next video. Oh, I need to go and check the car now. Yeah, I think Emirates flight is ready.